Yesterday was a long but productive day at the office. I woke up at 6:30 a.m., took a quick shower, and had a cup of coffee while checking the news on my phone. I made a quick breakfast, just some toast and fruit, because I knew I had a busy day ahead. After breakfast, I got my things ready and went to work. The traffic was heavy, so I took a different route. I thought I would arrive late, but luckily I got to the office just in time at 8:30 a.m. The first thing I did was check my emails. I had several messages from clients asking about their financial reports. One client said they didn't understand some deductions on their tax return, so I made a quick summary to explain everything clearly. Another client wanted an update on their balance sheet, so I thought about the best way to present the data before preparing a report for them. At 10 a.m., I had a meeting with my team. My manager said we needed to review last quarter's expenses because some numbers didn't match. I took notes and got started on the task right away. After an hour of checking the records, I knew exactly where the mistake was. I made some adjustments and sent a revised report. I felt relieved when I got confirmation from my boss that everything was now correct. By noon, I went to a small cafe for lunch and had a sandwich. While I ate, I thought about how to organise my workload for the afternoon. I made a to-do list on my phone so I wouldn't forget anything. When I got back to the office, I did a detailed review of a client's tax report and made some final corrections before sending it. In the afternoon, my boss said he wanted to meet with me. We talked about an upcoming audit and went over the steps to prepare. I took on the responsibility of reviewing last year's reports to ensure everything was correct. I knew it would take time, but I thought it was a good challenge. Later in the day, I got a phone call from a client who had some urgent questions about a financial projection. They said they needed a clear estimate for their investors. I made a quick draft and sent it to them for review. At around 4 p.m., I took a short break and went to the break room. Some colleagues were there, so we talked for a few minutes. We said we should organise a team lunch next week because we had all been so busy lately. It was nice to have a moment to relax before going back to my tasks. I went back to my desk and did a final review of an invoice report. I had to check the figures carefully because the company made a big purchase last month, and I knew the numbers had to be correct. By 5:30 p.m, I had finished my work, so I got ready to leave. Before going home, I made a list of tasks for the next day. Then, I went home, had dinner, and did some reading before going to bed. It was a long day, but I knew I had done my job well, and that made me feel satisfied.